Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
we can start.
Okay. Good afternoon to everyone gathered here. It is my great pleasure to welcome to all one week lecture series on innovation, startup, and entrepreneurship organized by M.A.M School of Engineering, Trishapalli. Today's session is about best innovation and startup practice in higher education institutions. And my pleasure to welcome our respected chief guest, Dr. N. Abdur Rahman, Assistant Professor in Department of ECE. We welcome you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I welcome our beloved principal and the faculty members and the students. Thank you. Now the session hand out to the sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Is it my voice is audible, sir? Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, some noises are coming. Someone is unmuted. Okay, thank you. Okay, today we know that the session is started 1 week lecture series on innovation, startup, and entrepreneurship, uh, organized by IIC, Department of Electronic and Communication Engineering, M.A.M School of Engineering. The session started from 24 to up to February 1st. So today is day 2, 25th, and my topic is best innovation and startup practices in higher education institution. So myself, I am Abdur Rahman, working as a assistant professor in M.A.M School of Engineering. First of all, I am welcoming to all. Again, thanks to our management and below principal, given opportunity to everyone to presenting this lecture series. Before start our topic, best innovation and startup practice higher education institution. So we have to get some kind of gentle reminder from previously that the Ministry of Educational Institutions Cell and AICT, they are both are together. They organized National Innovation Week, started from 10th to 16th January 2022. There, the same topic they already discussed, like a panel discussion. So in the panel, people, namely Abhay Karantigar, Director IIT Kanpur, and Professor Abdul Pandit, Vice Chancellor ICT Mumbai, and Sri Rahul Nayak, Vice President Invents India. So these people are already discussed about this best innovation practice, that is startup practice in higher educational institution. Thus, mediator is Dr. Radha Krishnan. So in that, they discussed about not only that practice of higher education institution, they are discussed about successive story of the education. That means successive story of the institutions, because already they are the successive institutions, that IIT, ICT, they are already succeeded institution. So they just discussed about what are the successive story. So for example, they discuss about the story name No Kaki. That's a company name, incubator company. So that company deployed ventilators more than 300 hospitals across the country. Actually, that is said by that Karantika, and he also said, so this pandemic situation, we are helpful to the people using this kind of even that aluminum industrial people, they both are together, they started, and then they learned lessons. So these are the lessons also they learned. This said, mentorship program, expert task force, readability market, government support, speed of execution, focus on the results. So these are things learned from the success story. So this is just a gentle reminder of the what they previously done in innovation week of that best innovation of startup higher educational institutions. And now our topic, our side, we will discuss now. So the best innovation and startup practice in higher educational institution. So before we start the topic, we have to know what is entrepreneur. So if you know the entrepreneur only, this best innovation and startup practice, everything we will understand. Can anyone tell me what is entrepreneur? So entrepreneur is a leader. He is a leader, and he can convert the innovation into product. So that is an entrepreneur. So this entrepreneur will be convert innovation into product. So if the innovation is a best one, then product also is a best one. So enough if the innovation is a base of the product. So product automatically sends to commercialized purpose. So commercialized purpose means the society will be used. So if the society will be get benefited, the nation will be getting benefited. So automatically the base is innovation. So the innovation should be a best. So the entrepreneur, that's the thing, they will be converting to product. So this best innovation comes from the startup practices in higher educational institutions. So that is believed by the state and central government MHRD. So here these are the startup practices they following strategies and governance. So these key points all are get it from that MIC government side. So strategies and governance and startup enabling institutional infrastructure, nurturing innovation and startup, product ownership rights for technologies. So these 10 things, this is used for startup practice in higher educational institution. So we will start one by one. So the first one is strategies and governance. So these are the practice we have to do in higher educational institution. So what is strategies? What is governance? Governance means it's a management. Strategies, that means what are the things we have to do for getting best innovation. So here, before that the main management is the every higher educational institution they have to implement the vision of the institute. The vision should be an entrepreneurial vision. That vision achieved through the mission statement, not by a control system. So they have to make a vision first of all that will be achieved through the mission. Then any messages? Is that my voice is audible? Is that my PPT is clear? Is that visible? Can anyone respond? Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. So I just know I said so the vision and mission is very important to making best innovation. After that, that higher educational institution they have to make it entrepreneurial agenda. That agenda should be that's a responsibility to senior person of the higher educational institution. That senior person might be vary in every higher educational institution, dean, director, maybe the different depends upon the institution. The senior person will be vary, but he should be committed to that agenda and well understand and make that agenda for entrepreneurial activities. Okay. So why they have to know this agenda and why they are take a commitment means they have to means they are the one of the people to give investment of this total thing. So the investment should be the starting place. That agenda from the agenda the capitalize will be come from the people. So the investment should be around one. That means if they're going to make it total annual budget, minimum at least 1% should be sent to innovation fund. So if they said if you go into 1 crore means at least 1 lakh, minimum 1 lakh we have to provide for the innovation fund. So that is the first strategies and governance. And second strategy, the rising fund is not just taking from the public or some other students or whatever it may be. The rising funds from diverse sources. That means different sources. So if the sources is different means they can get it from the government or non-government. So government sources might be state or central. We already know what are the government sources they are providing the fund. DST, DBT, MHRD. That is MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development, AICT. So everything they will be providing external fund to the innovation to the higher educational institution. And the non-government sources also had to encourage for supporting technology incubators. Okay, so this kind of approach we have to do making the best innovation ideas in higher education institutions. And also the institution raise the fund, sponsorship, donation, and the people those are already studied from the institute. The people is alumni, so they have to make the network through the alumni. We know that we have we have the social network, WhatsApp, Facebook. So everything we can use to promote the innovation and the entrepreneurship for making and raise the fund for the best innovation come from the higher educational institutions. Then importance of innovation and entrepreneurial agenda that should be highlighted every program in the institution. We know that every institution, that higher educational institution, they are conducting conference, convocation, workshop, symposium, project expo, whatever the program is going, they have to highlight that entrepreneurial agenda to everyone. The importance they have to know everyone. Then we will get the right path. Then institute should develop and implement the innovation and entrepreneurial strategy to enter institute, and even that various centers, department, faculty, everyone know that what are the things is going. That communication is very important. So what is the agenda is that everyone will be known about that. Okay. Then the next strategy to implement the best innovation, the partnership should be developed using that partnership. That means MOU sign or collaborating with some other relevant organization like that. So they have to make the partnership to exchange the faculty or exchange the means that intensive engaging the peoples. Maybe webinars like that. They have to maintain using this partnership that will be developed the innovation of the higher educational institutions. And next one. So I already said there are 10 key points we already saw. So from the 10 starting practice, we will be get the best innovation in higher educational institution. First, we already completed. The second one will be started now. The second is startup enabling institutional and infrastructure. So infrastructure means everyone know, even the area also they're saying the infrastructure they started, they want to create pre-incubation and incubation facility to every individual higher educational institution. So they have to nurture the innovation using these kind of facilities. So all the higher educational institutions have to create within this institution using or guided by MHRD and EDC, IEDC, whatever that government, central government, the people they guided already. So they have to use that facilities to improve their innovation and entrepreneurial activities. This pre-incubation and incubation facility should be accessible 24 into 7. Not only students, staff, faculty, even some near higher educational institution also want to access our pre-incubation or incubation facility. Might be they will be collaborating, exchanging some ideas. So that will be improve the innovation. So that is also very important. So everyone can access 24 into 7 that pre-incubation incubation facility. So higher education institution have to offer mentoring about the relevant services through pre-incubation, incubation, with that zero payment basis. It's not possible. Means it is by, but they are asking equity oriented. That means equity means it's not just fully free of cost. At least you have to get money. Also, some people you have to give some zero payment basis. Then nurturing innovation and startups. That's the third one. Third startup practice of best innovation making. So nurturing innovation means how to grow the innovation of startups. So institution will be ensure achieve the following. So incubation startup offer access the pre-incubation facility. That mutually they have to give the accept. That means the every institution having the facility for incubation and pre-incubation. The problem is everyone can't access at the time. So they have to give a time frame. So which time students and faculty, staff. What's the difference between faculty and staff? So faculty means is a teaching faculty, staff means might be a not teaching or a research person, whatever it may be. So these people can access 24 into 7 without any kind of interruption. So that they have to frame that mutual acceptable time frame. The higher education institution have to frame that. And then the institution also, if for example, even our institution also going to make it that higher education, some institutions they don't have that pre-incubation and incubation centers. So if they don't have, they have to facilitate to access near that incubation and pre-incubation or other near higher educational institutions. So accessing their pre-incubation incubation facility. So our institution have to facilitate the access. அதை ஈஸியாக கொஞ்சம் நம்மளுக்கு கொடுக்குற மாதிரி இருக்கணும். ஸோ நம்ம இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ல இருக்கணும். ஸோ அவர் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் ஆல்சோ ஹாவ் டு தட். இஃப் இட் இஸ் நாட் தட், தென் வி ஹாவ் டு கோ டு அதர் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் தட் அவர் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் ஹாவ் டு ஃபெசிலிட்டேட் வித் தட் ஆக்சஸ். ஓகே, குட். Then another, the students who are under incubation, they have to pursuing ventures. That means that there's a venture establishment. This statement is that user they address the institute of the register their company within the due permission from the institution. So this is a venture establishment. And next one, and the student entrepreneur should be allowed to sit examination. Even their attendance is very low. Why? Because he is doing some kind of innovation activity. That's why he can't come to attend all the classes. So the institution have to understand and they have to help them to attend the examination for even they are going for making the best innovation activities. Not only that, even student want to break the semester or year break. That is also higher education have to allow and accept and help the student to making and complete their innovation project. After that, they will be come to rejoin the academic and complete the courses. So these are the things also higher education have to do. Then we can get the best innovation projects. Okay, the institution should explore provision for accommodation. So institution already have the hostel and everything, that. But not only that, even the other people come. Outsider will be come to for accessing incubation or pre-incubation. So there we have to provide some kind of accommodation. Some period of time we have to give that. Then the institution should also provide service-based equity. Just now I said again the same thing. It's a fee-based or zero payment model. So both we have to equally we have to maintain. So it's not fully completed free or it's not fully paid one. So equally you have to maintain. That is maintained by higher educational institution. So institution have to extend the startup facility through the alumni and also as outside of the institute. So institution might also needed update, change and reverse the performance and evaluation policies for the faculty and staff. That institution have to update and change and revise the performance of the evaluation policies. That means they have make it. I already said Ajanta, vision, mission, everything they have to revise that. That means they have to know what is going on there. Everything will be monitored. And fourth one, product ownership rights for the technologies developed at the institute. So far, this one is, previously we saw how they making policies. That means how they making agenda, how they making vision mission, and then how they collaborate with others, how to make infrastructure, incubation, pre-incubation. Now they making the product. They made the product. So after the product, the investors or institute, they have to together they will be get the license of the product. Might be it will be mixed like technological transfer fee and royalty percentage of the sale price and shares in company of license in the product. And you know that investor might be it's more than one investor for incubate company. The license of the product should be it's not more than 4%. Actually, they are saying preferably 1 or 2% only we have to give for the license of the product. If it is software, at up to you can go to 4%. If it is pure software, okay, okay, good. The next, in other hand, I also saying the investor not using our that means college facilities, even the hours, the college hours also is not used for making the innovation product. He is specially designed in somewhere and used to his own time. So that right totally sent to investor. So investor only decide and investor 100% they have the authority of the license of the product. Then interdisciplinary research and publication is very good for the best innovation will be make it, and that will be promoted by the our higher educational institutions. And next, organizational capacity and human resource and incentives. So uh, the fifth one is that recruitment of the staff. So how we can recruit the staff? Every higher education institution they want to concentrate on technical and how their subject knowledge like that. But they are asking that MHRD and everyone they're saying not only subject knowledge, also they have to strong in innovation side and entrepreneurial or industrial experience. But the maximum higher education institution they not consider industrial experience, but that MHRD they are insist that a strong innovation made from that industrial experience people also that entrepreneurial experience. Might be they will be already entrepreneur. They will come to the faculty or staff, whatever it may be. If they're going to recruit, we also consider that thing also. Then faculty development of the institute have to work cross department linkages. If they're going to do any kind of project or innovation ideas or product or patent or journal, anything, they have to try to make cross departmental linkages. That means that that will be get main maximum utilization of resource and knowledges. Then the best product or best innovation will be come from that. If they're going to mix, so something will be getting new. And periodically an external subject matter export. That means the webinar. The periodically external people also they have to come and visit our institution. They have to give the lectures, and the alumni also they want to engage our institution, and they have to give some kind of suggestions, and they're bringing skills from outside of the bringing the skills. What are the things not available of the inside of the institution? And faculty and staff should be have to encourage to do the course of innovation. So every faculty have to attend innovation courses and then entrepreneurship management courses, and they have to maintain and develop the ventures. The next one, in order, in order So the people, if you're going to want to maintain or retain, so every higher educational institution want to retain the right people in the institute. So if you want to retain the people, they have to give some kind of incentive, rewards, increment, whatever it may be. So if they have to maintain the right people, then only we will get the best innovation in higher educational institution. So the higher educational institution have to give attractive investment and increment due to that particular faculties and the staff for supporting entrepreneurship activities. And that incentive and that increment, whatever it may be, that will be come from performance matrix. That means how that annual performance, how they are done the work, everything will be monitored. Then they will be give the thing. Then they will be get the right people to make it in correct. Then sixth, creating innovation pipeline pathway of entrepreneurs at institution level. So you know that creating innovation pipeline means we already saw so many things. So what are the innovations? How to create facilitate, even how to take the people, how to train the people. Everything we just now we discussed, but we should know which path we have to go. The path of the institution. So, first of all, we have to spread the awareness among the students and faculty about this entrepreneurship and innovation activities or career development employment activities. And Ajanta, I already said, Ajanta should be entrepreneurship Ajanta. We have to make it to everyone to know, that means highlighted to everyone. And we have to encourage and develop the entrepreneurship mindset to the total higher educational institution. Also, we have to train cognitive skills. Cognitive skills means design thinking, critical thinking. We know just now I think last week, design thinking. So these are the program we have to attend. That we have to encourage people to attend and develop the entrepreneurship skills to the higher educational institution. And next, initiative ideas. So the initiative ideas through attending some programs like that, hackathons, workshop, boot camp, seminars, exhibitions, mentoring. So these are the way we have to initiate the new idea, new innovation when once they are attending the programs. Also, these are the one of the path. Okay. Then institute should establish institution. That means every institution, higher education institution, have to establish ICC guided by MHRD. Also, they have to allocate budget for that for the improving entrepreneurship activity. That ICC should guide the institution to conduct various activity. You know that innovation, startup, entrepreneurship development. Okay, then then that every institution they have to maintain the home page, the innovation tool that you know that ARIA, even that NIRF. If you done that ranking process, you have to maintain the report in our every institution web page. At least, actually, they are saying at least you have to keep 3 years, minimum 3 years. We have to keep the report. Otherwise, that NIRF said they will be debar around 3 years or 2 years for that, for not maintaining that particular thing. So like that, our every institution have to maintain that home page, that innovation toolkit. So that will be that people can access and asking doubts and queries about innovation activities, entrepreneurs activities. The public can directly access through website. And seventh one, norms of the faculty startups. So now they have some norms to improve this innovation to the higher education institution. So better coordination and the entrepreneurship activity should be the faculty and students and staff, everyone, they have the better coordination. So if it is NAMS is very clear. So the role of faculty, that every NAMS will be, that the role of faculty might be owner or director, promoter, mentor, consultant, and board of member. Anything might be there. But the institution have to develop the policy of the faculty, because the faculty will not get suffer from that regular activity. If they're going to push any kind of new activity, they will get suffer. So the institution have to develop the clear policy. That name is, they're saying, conflict of interest. So the regular work should not be affected. They're going to put it in some other anything new. So the norms should be very clear. So when they will be working innovation and regular activity like that. And faculty must clearly separate, and faculty also understand, clearly separate what is ongoing research, what are the things we have to do. Everything faculty should be know about that. Then only that conflict of interest won't come. And faculty must not accept a gift from startup. I don't know why they are saying, but they maybe that higher educational institution might give increment and incentive. Then why they are accepting gift, I don't know. And faculty must not involve research. Uh, Okay. The faculty must not involve research staff or other staff or institutional activity at the institution. And eighth one, pedagogy. Pedagogy means kalviyal murai. So pedagogy and learning intervention of entrepreneurship development. So the pedagogy, just now I said the entrepreneurship development. So what are the pedagogy learning intervention we have to follow? That I already said, we already discussed the cross-disciplinary learning, interdepartment activities. So that will be improve the entrepreneurship development. So that is one of the pedagogy. So on student club bodies, that club activities, and organizing workshop, boot camps, awards. So these are the things are best for improving and giving maximum best innovation to the higher education institution. And also, institute should start annual innovation entrepreneurship award, like annual program. So at the annual program, they have to give some kind of award or recognition for particular people. Those are already achieved or given good product to society. So they have to recognized by higher education institution. That should be start. That means every year they have to do that kind of award programs, innovation and entrepreneurship award programs. So this is one of the pedagogy learning intervention. And for creating awareness among the students, that means this is another pedagogy. They're saying teaching method should be a case studies oriented. So what are the business failure, real life experience report. So everything that students should be know. So students get the awareness about that. So just not we have to teach, we have to do some kind of case studies oriented. Then the students can understand. So what are the problems if you do real, if you're going to theoretically it is possible, but practically if you go there, then we will face some kind of problems. So that problem get it from the case studies. And another very, very important thing, even many of the institution not accepting that tolerating, encouraging the failures. Even it is failure is, it is a part of life. Everyone won't get success. Everyone getting failure also success. It will be automatically rotated. So you have to accept that what is coming, but you have to try. So that thing you have to insist to student. So student have to understand what will be. because we are providing some, because you know that higher education giving amount for making the product, they won't accept the failures. But this is the thing they are saying, we have to accept the mindset of this. If it is come, then we have to accept and we have to overcome that, and we have to think how we can overcome that. Then innovation champions have to nominate. I already said that annual programs, the innovation champion have to nominate within the students and faculties. Yeah, that innovations champions have to nominate within the students and faculty and staff, not from outside of the organization. That means that people have to monitor and encourage the student or record the activities. And then customized teaching and learning training materials should be developed by startup. So the innovation people, they have to maintain the training materials and customize that. And okay, so these are we already discussed that entrepreneur have to convert innovation into successful product. And ninth one, collaboration and co-creation and business relation knowledge and exchange. That means it's that collaborate with other relevant near institution, higher educational institution. Not only higher educational institution, even corporate, industry oriented, everyone they can collaborate and make the best innovation to students. So institutions should uh, find the potential partner uh, to resource organization, micro, small, that MSME, for social enterprises, school, alumni, professional body. They have to collaborate and they have to support the entrepreneurial activities and encourage the students co-creation. Um, I already said the interdisciplinary department. So everything they will be give best innovation, that incubation and science park, those are having that. So we have to collaborate with that kind of higher educational institutions. The institution should organize to network, better engagement of collaborate. And last one, entrepreneurial impact assessment. So far we see again best innovation. I just briefly what I said, I will use explanation. So I previously very started. I said entrepreneur is just not an entrepreneur. He is leader. He will be making the product or converting innovation into a product. So that comes from best innovation ideas. Okay. So the entrepreneurial impact assessment. This is totally if you're going to monitor what are the things that even Ajanta, mission, vision, collaboration, and incentive increment, what are the things we so far we saw everything we have to monitor. Then long term run that will be give the effect of long term run. If not, if you going to not monitor anything, it won't run long term. Okay, so if you want to run long term, you have to monitor, record and maintain the documents. So the impact assessment, that's saying the performing regular, that evaluation parameter should be we have to keep in every higher educational institution. And finally we have to monitor everything and the knowledge exchange. If it is anything will be failures, we have to how to overcome that. Everything will be getting from that impact assessment, and everything will be recorded and used to impact assessment. Okay, these are the reference I get it from these things. That three references I get it from social network. Okay, thank you. So if you have any queries or any doubt, you can ask me. Can anyone? If you have any doubt about best innovation practice in higher education institution, you can ask any doubt. Is my voice is audible? Can anyone hear? நான் பேசுறது கேக்குதா உங்களுக்கு?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your
ஓகே,
voice audible, sir.
தேங்க்யூ தேங்க்யூ. ஸோ ஏதாவது கொரி இருந்தா கேளுங்க, எது டவுட் இருந்தா கேளுங்க. Okay, otherwise we can wind up the session. Ma'am,
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. May I now call upon Ms. P. Gayatri, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, to propose the vote of thanks. Gayatri, ma'am.
Okay, sir. A very good afternoon to all. On behalf of our institution, I extend really hearty vote of thanks to our resource person, Mr. N. Abdur Rahman, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, for giving this wonderful webinar. Thank you, sir. And today we had an
thank you, ma'am.
opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely to encourage us in our future events. It was very useful and informative, sir. And also, I would like to thank our principal, faculty friends, students, participants for making this session as a grand. Once again, I thank one and all present here. All your words and explanations are so beautiful, sir. Thank you, sir.